Andy Barr, you can tell you're a crisis communication expert. You're spinning everything positively, so hopefully everything you say comes true. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you.
So you know how I keep wanging on about reactive media and newsjacking? Well, this is me on Sky News yesterday. Let me run you through how that happened. So on Wednesday night, the story broke that Harry and Meghan were coming back to the UK. As a crisis comms expert, me, I found myself waking up to my phone going absolutely crazy on Thursday morning. First of all, it was GCSE results day. Well done, Keaton. He smashed his. And I did an interview with the Daily Mirror from the car park of a coffee shop that we went to for breakfast. I then spoke to Josh from B Broadcast, and he said to me that there was loads of media interest in the story and in me getting involved with it. I could do it all from home. Fantastic. Off we go. Straight away, I started getting bookings from the BBC regional network and some big TV deals. Let's get on to that in a minute. First up was BBC Three Counties. Really good fun. Off we go. One thing to say about regional BBC is quite often the line will go quiet before the interview starts. Don't panic. Trust the process. It's exactly the same with TV. You start to flap and think, oh my God, there's no one there. But really, there is. LBC turned out to be one of the biggest interviews that I did because they clipped it and they played it on the news across the whole global network. And you know what that means? Friends messaging you and ringing you and going, oh my God, I've just heard you on the news.
Well kept secret. It's just taken everyone by surprise.
By that point, the Daily Mail had got in touch with some specific questions. I answered them, and then this article went live, and I was really happy because I was the top media commentator, even above Borkowski. What? Then over to those lovely people at BBC Wales. Really good fun, really good interview. They were an absolute giggle.
Want to see the royal family reunited? We all do.
Next up was Trish from BBC WM. I do lots for these and I absolutely love taking part in their shows. I then saw that the Daily Mirror article had started to get syndicated and Yahoo Entertainment had run a version of it, which was really nice of them. I don't know why, but Times Radio absolutely scares the bejesus out of me. It's very highbrow, way above my pay grade, but you know what? Fake it till you make it. Back onto the BBC regional network, and BBC Radio Kent was up next. They were really good fun. What's really funny is every BBC regional that I did all said the same. They'd heard that Meghan and Harry were coming to live in their county. That's funny. Then to demonstrate how the national media try and dominate the Google landscape in terms of stories, the Daily Mirror did a second version of the article that I gave them exclusive quotes for, and they ran a story just around my quotes. So that's probably the third or fourth story that the Daily Mirror had done within a few hours. Then it was to my hometown, BBC Radio Gloucestershire. Absolutely love it. They're my absolute faves. They're always so supportive and so kind.
See what the public reaction is and go from there.
Next one was a bit of a car crash, if I'm honest. It was Talk TV and it was just quite confrontational and I really don't know why. But still, I like that kind of thing. I like the cut and thrust of a live interview.
Well, let's bring in Andy Barr, a crisis communications expert.
And let's end with the biggie, Sky News. 6:30, so peak time, which means, again, whilst you're actually appearing in the interview, all your mates are messaging you and trying to ring you and saying, I can see you on the telly, which is really good fun. So what's the end result and why does this matter? I had a big slice of the BBC regional radio network yesterday, covering apparently 50% of the population. Crazy. I had 3 TV interviews. I had over 20 syndicated pieces of coverage listing me as a crisis comms expert. And that is the kicker. It's a trust signal to Google and their AI overlords that the media themselves consider me a crisis comms expert. And hopefully that leads to more work. Massive thanks to Josh from B Broadcast for scheduling everything and his mate Luke. Off we go to the next one. Newsjacking for the win. Thank you very much. PR Andy Barr, out.
Take yourself out of the situation.